to episode 104 of the Bisicast with some amazing music. And yeah, Swedish House Mafia once again. So I'll wait till some more people drop in. And then we'll get started. Taylor is already in. Thank you so much for joining. Yeah. So, okay. I'm starting off the show tonight with the new track by Nora on Pure called Come With Me in the Passenger 10 remix. A very chilly track, great vibes, very enjoyable. So, a great track to start off the show. David is watching as well. Thank you so much for joining. Yeah, and thank you, of course, for the amazing meetup that we had this last weekend. It was very enjoyable. And yeah, it was also nice to meet Lucy as well. Huge congrats on your wedding again. I hope you had a great honeymoon. Yeah, hi Tom, nice seeing you. Yeah, Swedish House Mafia will be a topic tonight as well. Gabriel is also watching. So because actually I asked for some people to send me their thoughts about their Creamfields set, but I haven't actually got one. But this is not a problem because Rob sent me videos that he recorded, which is absolutely amazing because then you can even see more. I'll try to flip then my my iPad to show that to you. Hi Robin, nice seeing you as well. Yeah, first I need to share it also on Twitter. Yeah, a very chill track to start with. I really enjoy this kind of music. I mean, I'm a huge fan of Nora Pure anyway for a long time already, and this remix added like a bit, you know, some. Even progressive and deep vibes, something like in between. It's not very easy to explain, I believe. So yeah, Passenger 10 remix, and this is the link to Spotify. Yeah, at the end of the show, I will, of course, as always, as every week, drop the Spotify playlist link. And now, actually, I will do also in my stories, because now I learned how to do that. Because I was wondering all the time, like, how people do that. Like other producers or whatever, if they share their Spotify playlist, and there's actually a button on the Spotify app that I can actually share the playlist link through Spotify. So yeah, this is amazing. Hi Yarosław, nice you tuned in. Yeah, very chill track. I really like, you know, the very kind of deep beat. Usually I'm not that much into kind of deep house, but I don't know, for enormous tunes or like this Helvetic Nerds in general, I don't know, it sounds like they got like their own, like, I don't know, like say like I don't know, a pattern on it, or I don't know, like how do you say this in English? I don't even know. Or like, you know, their forthcoming, you know, like sound, like the only one. Yeah. So kind of, you know, there's like, they only do this kind of music, but I don't know, it's so chilly, like I really enjoy it. Yeah, and there's also the next drop coming up. So I wanted to, yeah, Gabriel, you were talking about Swedish House Mafia show was awful. Maybe from the track list, yes. But I haven't actually checked the track list yet because I actually had to take care of some other stuff. But yeah, you could just hear the drop here. Very chilled. Yeah, arc stage, yeah. So the first thing that was very controversial, and I believe for a very good reason, is that I've already mentioned this last week before they played there, but I will repeat it again because it's very crucial, that the main stage, or like the arc stage on Creamfields this year was closed for Swedish House Mafia only. So that means that the only ones that were allowed to perform on that day, it was a Sunday, on this stage were Swedish House Mafia only, so no other headliners, which is in my opinion very problematic. I believe it's unfair to the other not only artists but also sounds. I mean, Swedish House Mafia isn't like the best ever, whatever. Actually, no sound is the best or whatever, right? So they don't have any like rights to you know, to take slots from others, only because the stage build up took, you know, a whole day. So I mean, no fat whatever show justifies, you know, less diversity on a stage. So this is, you know, the only thing I wanted to mention. I need to share the link over on Twitter, so just give me a moment. Yeah. So I believe this is my opinion about it, and I believe nobody can tell me. Yeah, Tom. Yeah, tell me about it. Tell me about your thoughts if you were there. Tell me, did you enjoy it? Did you expect more? This is, you know, very interesting to see now, to hear. Yeah, this was, as I already mentioned, Nora on Pure. Come With Me, the Passenger 10 remix, out now on Enormous Tunes. So yeah, I have to do everything myself. Nobody can help me. But yeah, so you say that's awesome. Okay, all right. So maybe you didn't actually like feel. You know, sometimes, you know, you can just enjoy it. You know, just don't think, you know, about the other artists or whatever. Because I've already mentioned it, when I was there in St. Pölten, they pulled it off. There was only like a break of half an hour, and then they were there. Yeah. So what else I want to play? Maybe I'll show it right off. So Rob sent me a few of the videos that I might show you now. Actually, I have no idea how I'm going to show you, because I don't have any other device to show that on. And maybe I'll try just to flip my my iPad here over. So we had this here. So Emma is watching. Seb, thank you so much for joining. Can you see that right now? Yeah, you can see it like this. Okay, and you see my freaking window. Never mind. Okay, can I show this like this? Yeah. So I know it's very unprofessional, but maybe I'll try it like this. So we had here the drop of Remember by Steve Angelo. That looked like this. Very nice. Paper pieces here that fall out. So for me as well, Remember was the most emotional track, one of the most emotionals, I believe. This is looking absolutely fantastic. I mean, it's you know, for the show aspect, you know, it's very cool. I mean, Remember is also one of my favorites, but you know, I don't know. I'm still like, my opinion about it is very clear that you know, the size of the stage shouldn't be an issue. So what are you writing, confetti or whatever? Yeah, I don't know. That's not confetti. Confetti is rather small. Yeah, but Emma says, yeah, that it was very enjoyable. Absolutely, that's also my opinion about it. So let's check what else we got. We got nice lasers before teasing Mr. Charlie, and this was also one of my favorites. So, because I believe it's not one, but actually it also looks like, yeah, especially this part here, insane. Reminds me very much of Eric Pritt's Epic or Holosphere shows. He also uses a lot of lasers. By the way, Stevie is also watching. Thank you so much for joining. So, yeah. So this is also, from the show aspect, you know, so it seems like also in electronic music, that there's a lot of, you know, that everybody wants to make, you know, a bigger show every time, and I believe this was also the reason why they closed it down, like the main stage, for only one artist, so that they can really build it up for those an hour, 45 minutes or however it was. But I believe someone told me that they stopped like half an hour, like 15 minutes before they were about to stop. So yeah, this looked actually very nice. Yeah, so I really enjoyed that one. And there I had, I believe, one more where there was Anti-Dot. I believe this is the one that went like most viral. So we had even like 3 proper fiery rings. I believe we had that in the earlier shows as well, both in Stockholm. I can't remember if it was in St. Pölten the case in Austria. So, yeah, it was also very interesting, very like phenomenon of our generation. Everybody's recording this with their phones. This wasn't the case in the 90s, for example. So, I believe only during techno events is maybe less phones, but for a show like this, especially where a huge fire is now coming up, I don't know whether they knew it, but probably some of them did. Yeah, it's very interesting to see that. Sorry. Yeah, so this is actually a lot of fire. So we see this, and the stage looks also like it was almost 180 degrees. So yeah, this is very impressive. So the show aspect was really good. So when you only take the show into account, this was probably one of the best productions the whole summer. Maybe next to Stockholm, but you know, this is a different story. I mean, they have like a huge connection to the UK, so I believe they played like in Milton Keynes, one of their last shows. So yeah, so yeah, this was of course well done, but when it's about the track list and set, you know, it's still rather more of the same. And yeah, it's just, you know, a bit of, I don't want to say whether this is a shame or not, but I think like that they could either switch it up a bit, or like the track list, or like you know, shuffle it around a bit, or at least, you know, add a track here and there that they didn't play. I don't know. Like it looks like the show was like the full show was planned, so there was no too little room for improvisation. And this is actually, you know, very sad, because what Swedish House Mafia made so big was actually their mashups, especially, and they always, also during One Last Tour, they came up with new mashups on some shows, and you know that I believe that wasn't very much the case. We had like the issue with ASAP Rocky, but you know, this was only minor, I would say. Yeah, so let's play some more music in the meantime. I have this track called, what's the track called? I have the one by, where is it? I can't find it. Because the next track I want to play is called Passage, I believe it's again by Passage 10. Yeah, called Global, together with Fairlight Ranger. And this appears to be in a different folder, so just give me a second till I find it. There it is. Yeah, so let me know what you think about the show. So because I'm interested, you know, in your opinions, and I think the show aspect was nice, was amazing, but content, yeah, improvable. Let's put it this way. So this is my opinion about it, and nobody will change this. I mean, they are fantastic. The show is good, but more substance, please. More substance would be good. Because actually, I was, you know, I was very, like I criticized it actually their comeback a bit, because well, it's you know. Because I actually didn't know I don't know how much substance that like the whole show has. So okay, I can't find Fairlight Ranger. Never mind. But it's best at 10 together with Fairlight Ranger Global. It could be also a cover. I'm not sure. But yeah, and another amazing track by Passage 10 here. Very nice beats. Very enjoyable. Yeah, I definitely wanted to touch on that, because yeah, they have, I believe, 2 shows left. One is Lollapalooza Berlin in September, and the Singapore or Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. So those are like the 2 shows that are left, I believe. And then Axwell said something about US stadium tour. So yeah, because there were some rumors that they signed a contract with a huge company in the US and whatever. So yeah, it will be interesting to take a look, you know, on yeah, this part is very nice in this track. Passenger 10 X Fairlight Ranger with Global in the club mix. Also dropped the link on Spotify. And yeah, so we'll see. I'll keep you updated for sure. I mean, I don't have to keep you updated. You'll see it yourselves. But yeah, especially about my own opinion. So I hope that yeah, there was a mysterious date at the end. I believe that it's a Friday in 2 weeks or so, or 3 weeks. So might be a release of the single, maybe underneath it all, maybe the intro ID. So it will be very interesting to see. And when they release a single, it will be interesting to see whether this will chart on the radio and whether it will be in heavy rotation. So yeah, very interesting aspects here that I'll take a look on for sure. Once we think actually in the scene that it will be a release date for a track, but yeah, we'll give it a listen then anyway, or like we'll check it out. Yeah, Passenger 10X Fairlight Ranger with Global. I really like the kick there, fits very well with the general vibe of the track, the synth, so fits everything well together. Oma is watching, thank you so much for joining. Yeah, thank you very much, Robin. Yeah, I'm taking a lot of effort with the links. Actually, I'm actually preparing it for the show, because otherwise I would have to. So usually it was like this, and I still sometimes do that. I'll check the links like on the fly. So once I'm live, you know, I'm just copying the link and like pasting it in here. But I'll also drop the link to the Spotify, to the full Spotify playlist afterwards. This one is to the like individual track that I play. Yeah, so that was that. Passenger 10X Fairlight Ranger with Global, very nice one. Yeah, later on I will be getting a bit emotional on some of the tracks. Like emotional, like they have a more like melancholic emotional feeling to it. So I got coming up the new Kryder one, the new Christoph one. Yeah, Jake, hey, nice meeting you. I am live on Facebook. Just check it out. Maybe you didn't get a. Yeah, I'm not sure. Well, actually, this surprises me a lot if people don't get notifications, because it would be a nice feature to have. But maybe only pages don't. Like pages have that and not profile like private profiles. Although I do everything publicly, so yeah. But I'm live on Facebook for sure. You can drop over. Yeah. So up next we have another track that's called what is called that I wanted to play. Yeah, the new Marcus Santoro remix, exactly, of A Piece of Your Heart by Medusa. So one of, I believe, the summer hits of this year. But you know, I believe so. I played already the where's it? Did I put it in trance? I need to check where I put all my music in, because I'm often surprised myself. Yeah, there it is. Medusa featuring Good Boys, Piece of Your Heart. Everybody knows the track, but this time in the Marcus Santoro remix. One of my favorites, next to the Sia remix that was already released a couple months ago, I believe you know already. Yeah, Marcus Santoro, I believe he also released tracks on X-Tone already, but is rather known for like tracks, for example, on what's it called? And Hates Progressive, for example. Yeah, there's this little sound. There's ding, ding. And I love the deep bass line. Fits very well. So very creative. It's sometimes, you know, a little sound that's just, necessary to sparkle up. Yeah, Eric, nice seeing you. What I think of this one, I would have to check it out. Not sure whether Spotify will work inside the browser for me. I don't know whether I know the track. Oh, I don't know this release. Ah, you mean like, can you drop me a SoundCloud link to your remix, Eric? Would be nice. Then I'll review it, of course. I'm always open for suggestions, of course. Yeah, so the email address is pc_1@hotmail.com. What do you mean by came on a lot of at Creamfields? Tom. Actually, sorry. Like, the issue is I have with British. It's like that I don't understand all of the phrases. I'm very sorry. Actually, I didn't actually. I don't mean to like to offend anybody, but like sometimes, you know, it's still my foreign language and it's very widely spread. This remix, okay. Came a lot on. Okay. Okay. Now I get it. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. I got it, Tom. Also, like, I don't know, for the whole day I'm kind of stressed today. Actually, I cannot really even like relax now. But I enjoy doing it still. Like, I love to present you the new music. Yeah. Yeah, this one is actually very cool, this drop here. Yeah, bc_1@hotmail.com. I'll pin the comment. Yeah, I mean, yeah, this is the festival, some like track of like we had next to maybe, yeah, last year we had Losing It, this year we have Piece of Your Heart. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, probably like my pronunciation and all that is fine. Vocabulary maybe as well, the phrases, you know, phrases are in general like the hardest part of any language. So as some of you may know, I'm studying translation or interpreting, actually, to be precise, and so I know something about languages. Actually, languages are my job almost, you can say. And do me a favor, don't learn Polish. It doesn't, like, maybe it doesn't help you. You'll just get you know, mad when you will start to like be desperate, you know, starting questioning life and all that. Okay, so this was that Medusa featuring Good Boys, Piece of Your Heart, Marcus Santor remix. Very a great remix for a track that was already so often remixed. Thank you, Eric, for the link. I saw it somewhere, but I don't see it. You can see me, but I can see you. Sometimes it's very, very interesting that they just that my Facebook just on the desktop skips you know, that some of the comments that I already made. Sorry for that. So yeah, thank you so much, Paul. And sometimes I don't want to hear myself twice. This is no good. Yeah, so Eric T just sent me one of your tracks. It's in the comments. Thank you so much for this one. This is called Lujavo, I believe. Andros featuring Lulu. I know the Eric T remix. Haven't heard it yet, so I'm very interested what you got here. So it's out on XDM Records. Yeah, I believe the vocal you got, but yeah, very nice. Build around with the piano. Question is whether this is already the drop. Yeah, it sounds a bit like vocal house, I would say. What happened here? Okay, sorry. Yeah. For that, what it is, it's very fine. In general, I'm not a huge fan of. Right, there we got another drop. In general, I'm not a huge fan of like lyrics over a drop. Only maybe at the end. Yeah, good idea with the trumpet, saxophone, whatever that is. Late saxophone. Yeah, but this part is rather short, I would say, right? It only is like 15 seconds. So you could have kind of extended it a bit on this part here. Yeah, but in general, good idea, good mixing. Maybe the piano a bit louder would be good. Maybe. But you know, the point is always when I want to hear something louder, I don't have any reference to the vocals, but the vocals muddy then up. You know, it's very tough to say. I mean, like, Eric is known for his mixing and mastering services, so there's probably no issue with that. It's always, you know, also a matter of taste. So some people enjoy a mix more like that, the other ones more like that. So I'm always, you know, for example, wondering how, for example, free guys like the Swedish House Mafia, sometimes, I don't know. Yeah, this is horrible. Oh my goodness. So yeah, so they wanted to have the track as short as possible for Spotify, but you know, it's very tough. It's very tough. So you either like produce like proper radio edits, because you know Spotify only pays out money to the artist and label if the track gets played for at least 30 seconds of a premium account, obviously, and even this is only a few cents or even 0 point something cents per stream. So this is like very little actually, and yeah, and this is actually very sad to see, you know, and to hear that this kind of stuff is happening, because you know streaming is almost like you're losing almost money, so it's very bad. So, but thank you very much. Sounds very interesting. Yeah, hope you had fun producing it. I can't to hear more from you, because it's been a while actually. I heard a track from you, Eric. So keep it up. Up next, we are having a tech track, so we're going a bit, you know, like a bit chilly on this one again. Oh no, actually not. It's right. It goes more to techno, I believe. It's out on Incorrect. This is called Kryteria, and it's by Mendo. It's a mix of tech and techno. Sounds very cool. At least I think so. So Mendo with Kryteria. Very cool one. Mendo has 150,000 likes on Facebook, so nice to see that. Go support him. Yeah. Yeah, I very much love the hi-hat there. Really gets me going into the groove. Very nice one here. Yeah. Yeah, and up next we have like the 3 most emotional tracks of this week. So definitely stay tuned for these ones. Yeah. The track is also for 6 minutes, which is a very nice length. Then we have like a 45-second drop. Then goes for the next 15 seconds. Hi Berto, thank you very much for joining. Hope you're enjoying it down there in Turkey. How's life in Turkey, by the way? I saw actually that some of my friends are now down south in Turkey. That's alright, Berto. That's right. I delayed the stream myself. I should be sorry for 15 minutes, because I still want to actually you know, set up a few videos that I wanted to show for my Swedish House Mafia review. Yeah. Yeah, very nice track here. It really gets me into the groove. Wow. Very sick. Both for warm-up and main time. So this is very rare that you can use the track actually for both cases. Yeah, I'm delaying my Bisicast constantly. I'm on myself, nobody helps me, so it's always, you know, something. I mean, I like it, you know, the way it is. Like, I'm not complaining. But just, you know, some stuff, you know, more people that could do stuff faster. This is the point. Like for me, when I do like 3 things at once, men are not made to be multitasking. This could be a problem. Yeah, Mendo with Kryteria, check it out on Incorrect. Very cool techie track. I haven't enjoyed a good techie track in a while, so this is definitely a nice one. Yeah. So up next, I'm playing 3 very emotional tracks, I would say. First one will be a remix, or we can call it remix, very tough to say. Yeah, but a very sick one. Yeah. Mendo Cascadia. Yeah. So definitely check it out. So up next, I will play now the track, the Tempo Trap X Christoph Sweet Disposition. So it appears to be a remix or a collaboration remix, however you wanna say this. So this track really got me into a tunnel, I would say. So I was walking around the city having this on my headphones, because sometimes I have to move from one point to the other in the city, and then I'm having my music on, and I was so into, like, the track sucked me into, I don't know, like, it's very great. And also, like, it takes you on a journey, 8 minutes, and of course I'm not able to play the whole track. Unfortunately, this is not on Spotify yet, so you have to, like, go with a SoundCloud link. But yeah, it's out on Beatport, go support it. Olindo just joined, thank you so much. Just in time for actually a perfect track. Tempo Trap X Christoph with Sweet Disposition. Yeah, very nice added / collaborative remix. It's very tough to say what it is, because actually I don't know what would be, like, there's an X in between, so it could be a new form of a remix. I really like the main synth. It's very minimalistic, but it, it gets, the track this I don't know, this rough edge that it needs. And this kind of rough edge of the track is very like contradictive to, or like opposed to the vocals, which is very interesting to hear. So let's check it out. So we have a very deep, darkish vibe track, and we're having this very emotional vocal actually that I know, for example, from the Excellent Dirty South remix. And back then it was a very uplifting track, like that was already, that was like 10 years ago already, or 9 or 11 years ago. This extra remix, the Excellent Dirty South remix. So, and there we started with the vocal at 2 minutes 30. The vocal that we all know. I believe I heard the track first on Kryteria a couple of weeks ago already. And back then I was, very surprised, very flashed by the kind of production that Christoph, took here, or like the approach that he took also on this remix. So, not go, for example, so happy as in, for example, Breathe with Camel Fat. We all know the track, but this is rather more of a darkish one. So. He could have done also a happy track with these vocals, but he decided to, oppose the drop or the main synth to the vocal. Although I gotta say, I believe he didn't change the key or the tune of the vocal too much. At least compared to the Excellent Dirty South remix. And yeah, the breakdown is absolutely emotional, so got me there, Paul. You're absolutely right. Luis is watching, thank you so much for joining. And of course, thanks for dropping the next track that I'm gonna play. So definitely stay tuned for that one. You know what I'm talking about, probably. So, and there actually he's also like kind of adding another layer on the main synth. So it really fades in slowly. Like fades in there back into the drop. Let's give it a bit more to the drop. And here we go. And this drop got me. Oh my goodness. I was going around in the streets of Vienna and I was just fist pumping. People were probably watching me like crazy, and I think, well, what is this guy doing? I just made you feel my beats. Can you feel it? No, I didn't say that, but like that's what I probably thought. You know, I'm walking around listening to music, and if I feel it, I just show it. You know, people don't know me in Vienna. Probably in really those areas. So I'm totally fine with it. I mean, music is there to be felt. Yeah. I don't know if that's correct now, but yeah. Let me know what you think about this track, because it's very interesting. Whether you enjoy it as much as I do. It's a very genuine track. Great idea. When it's about the synth, about the mixing is fine as well. And you know, and take the vocals as a topic to build something totally different around it. Kryder used to do this a lot in the early days. I remember his Cannonball remix by Showtek. He only took the vocal and made something totally different out of it. Yeah. So that's that. Tempo Trap, X Christoph, Sweet Disposition. Amazing. Also the ending, amazing. So, and it definitely has also the Kryder feeling to it. Yeah. The high notes, sick. Absolutely. Well, I actually mentioned the high notes, but it's like what I meant with the lead synth. Yeah. Also at the end. Very cool. Yeah. Up next, probably the most emotional track of tonight. So Kryder dropped it last week on Wednesday. Actually, I did my Bisicast last week on Wednesday, but that was before Kryteria, so I wasn't actually it was not 100% sure or where. Like, people were speculating that he would release the track that he was teasing, and yeah, he did in cooperation with We Review. So thank you so much, you made this happen. The track is called Stay. It's an original by Kryder, but it's obviously a cover slash theme slash bootleg, however you want to call it. Because actually nowadays, everything what was unofficial, like around, let's say 7-8 years ago, was bootleg, remix, and all that, and now everything is mixed up. So it's actually very strange. Yeah, this track unfortunately is not on Spotify either, which is of course a shame, but this has to do that this is not an official release. So, because I believe there were people like talking about, clearing the rights and whatever, and that was impossible. But actually, I'm very thankful that Chris made it happen to release it, and unfortunately it's not with the Music is the Answer a cappella, but hope that at some point people will come up with a reboot of it. So the strings on this one is absolutely genuine, and also the bass line and the drop, we'll hear it in a bit. It's definitely a track that really, I remember it very well on first day, I believe. I finished the track, listening to the track, and then I said, in a childish kind of voice in German, so once again, so nochmal, nochmal means once again, or let's play it again, or whatever, nochmal, I want to play it, so like replay it again, so rate the replay button basically, because it's so fantastic. So let's enjoy the drop bit here. This is absolutely beautiful. I love how, the strings, like, it's like a big room track without being big room. I don't know how he's doing it. It's absolutely fantastic. And, the two snares there. So, we're having here claps as well. And then so we have like a 30-second drop here. Then we have a 30-second build-up, basically, or a short breakdown. Kurz break. German short breakdown, and then we're heading over like actually into the next drop. So also like when it's about the arrangement of the track, it's also amazingly done. So he really thought of a lot of tracks. So Chris is also amazing in arranging tracks, which also makes a great so like a great, side as a producer. What amazing run, yeah. I can, run. I believe I ran on it when I was catching my bus. Yeah, maybe. a bit. Not always, I believe. Depends on the mood. Paul. Yeah, so this is one of his characteristics as a producer. What he's really good at is not only mixing, probably, but very much about ideas, about arrangement. So there's definitely very strong there. So, wanted to look for yeah, I would say attributes, characteristics, qualities, maybe, however you want to say it. Yeah, also great that he actually really slowed down on the breakdown. To really also feel like the beauty of the original by Hans Zimmer. So you know the track is called STAY, and it's on the Interstellar movie score. So the soundtrack, however you want to say it. So soundtrack is, I believe, a rather specific genre, like film scores. And yeah, so I believe it's then where they are up in space or whatever. And you know, it took this theme here and running advertising. Maybe. Yeah, it was the second drop. But it's rather similar to the first one. But you know, you build it up so well that you don't really care too much about it. So that's very fine. Maybe not for running, I don't know, for companies in general. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. So that's that. Kryder with Stay. And we have one more very emotional track. It's coming up. It was just released on Monday. This is the track called Nunc, which means actually now in Latin. And I know that because I had 4 years of Latin at school. And Nunc means nun or jetzt in German. Jetzt means now. So you learn also German here. So Bottai Nunc in the Purple Haze edit. So Purple Haze, you know, the alter ego by Sander Van Doorn. Actually, I haven't heard the Sander Van Doorn track in a while. I believe it was only Purple Haze for the last couple of weeks, months. Yeah, so this is so this will stay, as I've already mentioned. Definitely check it out over or for the friends like of We Rave You. Yeah, amazing production. Nothing more to add here. Yeah, and let's check out this one here. Bottai Nunc, the Purple Haze edit. I also heard it for the first time on Kryteria. It has a very emotional breakdown. So I haven't heard from like a track from Bottai in a while. So let's check it out. So I remember Bottai, you know, also one of the first signees of I believe, yeah, Susumi with Kid back then. Was a huge hit basically for us, especially for the groovers. And that basically kickstarted his career, I would say. Yeah, also the drop, very nice, great, quick melody here with this in between, like this a little bit like second layer FX, whatever, and there with the snare. Amazing record, cool arrangement, cool mix, really have thought of so much. And you know, for me, what makes my heart, you know, melt is basically when you can hear from the mix or from the elements of a certain track is that the producer really took an effort. Because that's why so much shit gets released nowadays, because nobody or little people really take the effort to really think of every aspect of a track. And this is so rare nowadays because we're consuming music. You see it's on my Bisicast as well. So there's almost no track twice in like after a week. We're consuming music very quickly nowadays. And so it's great to see that some people still take the effort, release less. Like for example, Dimitri Vangelis and Wyman is also a great example. They played at Creamfields as well, by the way, last weekend. They really take the time, take the effort to really put those extra, I don't know, 100, 150, 200 hours to really make it sound interesting also for the listener, and they're happy with it. And speaking of, we have this wonderful breakdown here in the background. Yeah, really, you know, took the time to slow down the track. And now he's back on this kind of old school 90s trance or Eurodance synthy. Reminds me a bit of Rhythmus Dancer, for example, that was, you know, happening all the time. So yeah. And now he's building up again into the drop. So yeah, really took an effort here. Those two guys, Bottai and Sander Van Doorn, aka Purple Haze. Yeah. So let's check out the second drop. Then I have like a couple of tracks left, like roughly 10, that I want to play on the show. I need to go through them fast, because I don't want to actually... I've actually, like, the most important tracks I've already played. Yeah. Also like this drop here, very nice. Eric Join, thank you so much. Just in time for Bottai Nunc, the Purple Haze edit. Out, actually since yesterday, on Dawn Records. A fantastic track that definitely deserves a shout out. So go support it over on Spotify. Stream the hell out of it. They can stream 30 seconds, stop, and then stream 30 seconds again. More money for them. I don't know, you know, like, that's why, you know, I love my show so much, because I can really showcase music. This is what you get, what's so rare nowadays, because everything, you, like, Spotify, if you're, for example, using only Spotify, or only Apple Music, then, yeah, then you get a lot of suggestions, and, you know, this is, you know, a bit different for me, for example, because I, yeah, hi Alex, by the way, I see you on Instagram, because actually I don't want to kind of stop my talking here, because, like, people, like, you know, I myself look still for the tracks myself, and I'm very proud of this. I take the time, take the effort to really showcase you, present you like tracks that really move me, that are interesting to listen to. Like this one here with like Bottai Nunc Purple Haze edit. It has a fantastic breakdown and also a great drop. Really took the effort, took the time to really come up with something, you know, unique, I would say. This is very rare nowadays. So huge shout outs to Bottai and Purple Haze. What's up next? Yeah, I know. Actually, I saw them live, I believe, this year or whatever. I can't remember whether it was this year or last year already. I believe it was last year, after ADE or before ADE. I can't remember. In Bratislava, amazing show. It's still in my Instagram story highlights. So if you want to check that out, it's, I believe, Dimi and Wyman. It's called something like this. Yeah, Lucy's in. Patrick is in. Thank you so much for joining, Lucy. Hope that you are fine. Also at home now with David, and yeah, enjoying it. And yeah, if you're still watching, of course, all the best for your marriage again last week. And yeah, up next we have the track by Brandon Reef or Rev, I don't know how to pronounce it, with the track Dump. This is one of the little tracks on Spin It that are fine, that are very creative when it's about the lead. Let's check it out. Brandon Reef with Dump, out on Spin It next. So let's check it out. Yeah, I love this Bomb Them Dita. Very cool. Bomb Them Dita. So yeah, very cool one. Yeah, Dennis is also watching, hopefully. Thank you so much for joining. Bomb Them Dita. So this one builds up a bit quicker. And then after that I have also a very sick one with strings. Yeah. So yeah, very weird lead here. But yeah, still a very cool track. Especially this Bomb Bandita, Bomb Bandita. Gets me every time. So yeah. And also that the drop is 45 seconds long, which is also rare nowadays. Yeah. So that's the track. Brent Reef with Dump. I really enjoyed the vocal in it, Dump. Very cool, really. So maybe it's not like 100% my style, I would say, because the drop is, I believe, a bit too rough for me. But yeah, still very cool. So that's that, and now we got more strings, actually, which is very bizarre because so we have this new track on Martin Garrix's label, Stomped. This is by Swak, however you Swak, I believe you pronounce him. This guy is called Arjen. He used to be known under the alias Aaron Tone back on Protocol. I know this guy myself as well. We are acquaintances, I would say. So yeah, and he came up with this amazing track called No Strings Attached. It's another very creative one that I enjoy a lot. So definitely support it. I will drop the link into the comments now. Make sure to support this one. This is a nice one. So yeah, it slowly builds up. You can already hear it in the background. That's the track. Swak with no strings attached, which is very interesting because there are strings in the track and the track is called No Strings Attached. Something is wrong here. Okay. So that's... yeah. God, this drop. Comes out of nowhere basically, and then it's so fat. Absolutely great track. Yeah, so very creative here by Aaron. So really took the time once again. I just need to switch the order of my Spotify playlist a bit. And what I also love a lot is what is coming now for the breakdown. Check this out.
Come along, children. Now we're going to have a little music, like old times. Look, now I'll start the melody on the organ.
Start the melody on the organ. And there comes the melody on the organ. Absolutely sick, creative, genuine. Absolutely. Thank you very much, Piloto. Thanks for tuning in. And Yassine also joined. Thank you very much. Just in time for Swak with No Strings Attached out on Martin Garrix's label Stomped. So definitely worth checking out. And I just love how, you know, the strings build up. Feel the fixes as well. Yeah, but this one, this is what I meant. Aaron came up with something totally unique. Something, you know, I mean, of course there are tracks that are having strings in the drop, but not such, I don't know, like low ones. Usually they are a lot rather higher. I really enjoyed it. Benoit also joined, thank you very much. So what else do I have to play? Yeah. Up next I want to play the new track on Size. This is also, I believe they bought this off Beatport, so yeah, let's go and support it. The new track on Beatport is called Wasted, and I believe it is called Wasted. Yeah, Wasted, and it's by STV and Thomas Fielman. And they came up with something very cool, very, so we go back a bit to the deeper spheres now, but not less creative. So they go also like a bit into the Sear style here, but not as much, so it's not a bite, I would say. But, you know, fits very well into the style of Size, and yeah, huge shout outs to them, I guess. So it's Winston. Yeah. Yeah, I believe it's, oh, it's STV Tunes, I believe it's him. I'd have to check it out, just give me a second. Maybe I can listen to it. STV. Thomas Fielman. Yeah, it's this, yeah. Okay, that's him. STV and Thomas Fielman with Wasted. So, that's the link. I love the snare on this one. Yeah, absolutely cool. Very chilled, but yet very cool melody on the drop. So, also here, very creative. So just got amazing music tonight. I just realized that. So cool. Yeah. So, and yeah, there's also like a 30-second breakdown into the next drop. So yeah, and I have like roughly like 6 tracks left that I want to go through quickly. I believe rather more progressive tracks, but I nevertheless want to give you a bit of an impression. Yeah. All the breakdown, very cool. So it really so the breakdown is like 1 minute long, so it really builds up slowly, so you can, you know, get really ready for the drum. Absolutely cool track. Yeah, so Piloto, yeah, I was talking about Creamfields tonight earlier, so if you recheck the stream after I finish. So Swedish House Mafia, yeah, it's very tough, it's a very tough subject. On the one hand, the show is absolutely out of this world, I would say, so one of the best productions we have ever seen, I would say, in our genre, like, or in electronic music in general. On the other hand, of course, you know, very little content, 2 new tracks. Yeah, it's a bit tough, it's a bit tough. I expected a bit more, maybe an album. On the other hand, you know, albums are out now because of streaming. Nobody's producing albums anymore because of streaming. Very tough topic. Yeah, but you should definitely check out my my comments earlier on that. I would love to have them solo careers. So I loved Steve Angelo as Steve Angelo, I loved Axwell as Axwell, and I loved Ingrosso as Ingrosso, although Ingrosso did very little on his own. So, but Axwell and Steve Angelo are gods for me, really. And next to Kryder. Kryder is, I believe, even getting higher and higher, and I believe it's almost at the same level, I would say. So I'm always saying, I'm very often said this already, that Kryder is the new Axwell. This is, of course, a lot of room for interpretation, but yeah, think what you want about it. It's a very nice statement, I would say. And Chris is very happy about it, so... yeah, I said this during Kryteria 200 last week, and he was very happy about it, so... I love to make people happy, you know, it's cool to send positive vibes, and yeah, that's the most important thing. So next up, we're going a bit into progressive now, I would say. The new one by Daniel Portman. Yes, absolutely. But well, it's about, you know, their personalities. So I believe that, so Piloto said that Axwell, Steve Angelo would be a better duo than Axwell and Grosso. Maybe. This is, of course, very tough to answer. They have like Super Mode, I believe. There was one release 15 years ago almost. We can't do anything about it, I would say. There are so many Daniel Portmans. Insane. I believe it's him that I'd have to look for. The next track is by Daniel Portman. It's called Laredo. Let me check out where I got this. I believe also in the tech folder. By the way, Piloto, I will be back in a second because the hour on Insta is over, but I will be back with another live stream. I just have to open up a new one. And then I'll play the last 6 songs of the night. The first one being Daniel Portman and the track Laredo in the club mix. So let's check this one out, and I'll be back in a bit. Yeah. So I just need to check which Daniel Portman it is. Give me a moment. Yeah, and I love the strings on this one. Oh, this is no good. I just realized actually that I was not in Wi-Fi. This will be expensive. Hope not. Give me a second. I want to restart the stream here. Somehow it didn't happen. So I should back now on Insta as well. The track here by Daniel Portman. It's called Laredo. Oh yeah, Laredo. So we go now to text / I don't know. The strings remind me very much of the Spain Benassi track. Yeah, that's him. Yeah. He also loves my support, so shout outs to Daniel for this one, I guess. Love the strings. And the bass line. Oh my goodness. Gets me every time. Let me know what you think about this one. John is watching, thank you so much for joining. Just in time for Daniel Portman, Laredo, the club mix. Just drop the link in the comments. Very cool bass line. The drop goes for, I believe, over a minute, I would say. It starts at 1:32 and ends at, 1.5 minutes and goes until 3 minutes at this party. So it could be as well from Kryder. So it sounds a bit similar in style. Yeah, very enjoyable one. And I love the strings in this one. Yeah, Piotr, now I'm back. So yeah. Yeah, as I already mentioned, it's very tough to say what a Axwell Steve Angelo duo would look like for like a longer stretch of time. This track gets me every time. What a cool bass line. So yeah, I have 5 more tracks left. Because I'm live now for over an hour, so I just want to finish. But I want to play these 5 tracks because I feel like they're very cool. Up next is a very techy track, the new release on Tour Room. It's a very good track. Yeah, absolutely. As Axwell would say, professor shit. I love this. I love this quote a lot, actually. Even there was a producer, I believe, from Russia who made this line of Axwell, this is professor shit, into a track, which is absolutely sick, in my opinion. Yeah, absolutely. So, but you know, it's probably with Swedish House Mafia, it's more money, more opportunities, and this like they also look on it from the business perspective. I mean, they all have children, they all have responsibilities. So yeah. But you know, this is a very difficult topic. Man featuring Hayla with Lonely Days out on Tour Room Records. This is one of my last tracks here tonight. And man, this is man. Okay. Yeah, it's actually a very short. And featuring Hayla with Lonely Days. Let me know what you think about this one. Yeah, the vocals here very nice. I very love this main swing here. So, reminds me a bit of like 90s rave, a bit slowed down. So it goes also like it's a mix of tech and future. Very interesting to listen to, in my opinion. Very cool one, very chilling one. So you should definitely check this one out. Man featuring Hayla, Lonely Days. Cool melody. Okay, that's that. And what else do I want to play? Yeah. For the last 4 tracks, we're going like for the 3 tracks that I'm gonna play you now. We really go into progressive. So very enjoyable progressive tracks for a long stretch. The first one here being, the track is called Roller Green Music. Music Saved Me, and I believe I don't know whether this is out on Mousetrap. I believe I'll quickly check. Absolutely fantastic vocal, one of my favorites next to the ones that I played earlier. I believe definitely my favorite progressive one. So let's enjoy it a bit. The breakdown for the drop. Yeah, Gabriel's in also for the last 3 tracks tonight. Thank you very much. Very progressive ones that I chose here. Roller Green Music Saved Me. Yeah, I love the vocal on this one. Yeah, Out of Mousetrap. It's also on Spotify. I want to thank God for the music, and I agree on that. He has only 2,000 likes, so definitely check him out. Reminds me of this like kind of old school progressive from like, I don't know, like almost 10 years ago. Love the synth. Gets me every time, the track. And the snare. So really, you have really to listen to the whole track and like really, you know, get inspired on this one. Such a sick track. Roller Green with Music Saved Me, out on Mousetrap, labeled by deadmau5, of course. But from what I heard, he's now less involved in Mousetrap because he's having like a few troubles with health. I don't know whether it's now fine or not because I'm not there on like the newest, like, you know, not up to date. I love the piano melody here, so really it comes up with something new. So, Oliver Storgard is now watching. Thank you very much for joining. Just in time for a fantastic progressive one. Hope you're getting inspired here. Roller Green Music Saved Me, out on Mousetrap. I love the vocal, love the piano on it. How is Sweden? Everything alright? And we have the snare here and the piano melody. Such sick layers. Wow. Yeah. Callus is watching as well. Thank you very much for joining. Absolutely sick one. And LF Andres as well. Thank you very much. Wow, you're now rolling in. Summer is not over yet here. This is great because the winters are very cold in Sweden. The track is called Music Saved Me, Piloto, and it's by Roller Green. It will be in my Spotify playlist that I will drop after the show on my Insta story. Because it's actually already up, so it's only like one click and you got it. Very enjoyable one. Yeah, I believe the summer will be over next week in Austria because next week they forecast like 15 degrees Celsius, so that's actually very cold. No, Music Saved Me. Music Saved Me by Roller Green. But I will drop the link later. Well, I can even send it to you. Very cool track. Yeah, 3 more tracks on the show. 2 progressive ones and 1 very melodic one to finish it off. Up next, we're having the I believe this is on Anjuna Deep. The track is called this is a Spanish title. I would have to look through it to really get. I mean, I would have loved to play way more tracks, but I just you know, it's just my time is limited, and this is, you know, very sad. I could do like Bisicast for 3 hours every week, or like almost maybe 1 hour a week, like or let's say 30 minutes every day. But that's, you know, not the point here. Oh my goodness, Inundation, I believe, by Antic, and this is the Just Her remix. And this is yet another very cool progressive one with a bit of a. I will check it out, Piloto, afterwards. I'll just write it down, ensemble, so together in French. The Golden Boy. Okay. Ensemble. thank you for the like, whoever that was. I didn't see it. Because I don't have 2 pairs of eyes, only 1. I wrote it down. Because I have no like chance now to do a screenshot or whatever. It just has to, you know, like record straight. Yeah, mentioned. I love the deep vibe on this one. Oh, yeah, and by the way, one thing I believe that I haven't mentioned yet is that Kryteria has a new release. I just shared it before I started the show. The track will be released on September the 9th, so in around 2 weeks, and it's called Take It by Defeo. Check it out over on Kryder's on Kryder's page. So you know what, I need to check where Antic is. And just her, just to probably easier. But a very cool, chilly, deep / proggy track. So absolutely cool. I'm not sure whether it's Antic, I'm not sure. Yeah, so you should definitely enjoy this one. You'll love it. Thank you very much. Yeah. I believe this should be this guy. Yeah, very chilled, absolutely. Antic sound. Antic sound. Sounds, I believe. I want, you know, also to tag you the artist so you have an idea. Antic sound. Inundation. The Just Her remix. Very chill one. And it's also part of an EP with remixes by Just Her, out on Anjuna Deep. Very cool one. I'm not very like that much into Anjuna Deep in general, but this drop here, this one got me. Yeah, and to finish like this little prog drop. Proc block here, so that I speak it out. It was actually German, sorry. So I have one of the latest releases on 03. I believe the progressive label #1 coming up now. Definitely check this one out. Antique, Inundation, Just Her remix. And the second to last track tonight is... why am I moving? I would have so much more music to play, but I'm out of time. I just don't want, you know, to be live for like 2 hours because it's so pointless, in my opinion. You got enough music. Wally Lopez with Sunrise in the Rauschhaus extended mix. I got it here. And I'll also drop the Spotify link to this one. Rauschhaus, a producer from Germany, I believe also in the game for very long already. Jose also joined, thank you very much for joining. It's a very cool proggy track, steps up the original a bit. The original is a bit too deep, like for my taste, but especially the second drop really got me, and also the breakdown. You could hear like the chilly atmospheres, and from here now that it slowly builds up into the drop again. So yeah, give the time, like give the track a bit of time to breathe. Sick one, absolutely cool drop, very chilled. You know, it's not something you would play on the main stage, but you know, that's not the point here. It's just absolutely cool, fantastic, great progressive music that I would really dance my ass off to in the club. Although you can't probably see it now, but yeah, whatever. And the last track to finish it off is something a bit more piano-esque. Yeah, you definitely check this one out for longer. Oscar's also watching, thank you very much for joining. Oliver, I didn't see your comment, I'm so sorry for that. Antique Inundation, Just Her remix, and now we got Valley Lopez, Sunrise, the Just Her remix. Yeah. That's that. And to finish off tonight, I will play something a bit more melodic, a bit more piano. The new Mark Kitchen remix, MK. Here, Sam Fender, Will We Talk. This one I will peace out. Peace out. With some absolutely cool piano vibes. I believe a fantastic track to finish off the show. Hope that you enjoyed it. Hope that you enjoyed my take on Swedish House Mafia at Creamfields. So to sum it up a bit, once again, show is absolutely out of this world. Absolutely fantastic what they pulled off. But on the other hand, a bit unfair to other artists that they had their stage for themselves on Sunday, entirely for themselves. And of course, you know, a bit more music, a bit more substance, also like on like kind of streaming level or fine level, whatever, would be good. But maybe they're gonna be a single drop on like in around 2 weeks, because they at the end of the show there was like a date. I believe it was the 8th of September or the 7th of September. So that would be in around in less than 2 weeks. So we'll see what will happen. Sam Felder, Will We Talk, MK remix. Let's check it out. Kato is just joining in for the last track of the night. Thank you so much. Sam Fender, Will We Talk, Mark Kitchen. By the way, how is the, once you're here, how is the compilation going? If you don't want to say this in public, just drop me a message. I'll keep it for myself, don't worry. Thanks for joining, by the way. Oh. Love the vocal cut. The vocal cut is so cool, this one. Yeah, Mark Kitchen. And his alias is, yeah, Mark Kitchen, sorry. I forgot to... I like very much the vocal there. So I'll drop you the link in a bit. There we go. So yeah, and now I'll also drop the link to the whole Spotify playlist. And yeah, hope that you'll enjoy it. But I'll also put it on my Insta story later. And I might do also like to post all my like links on the story. That would be also good. I'll think about it. This is a lot of work, because I've done already like 30 or 35 shows where I had like Spotify playlists, so this could take up a while. Matteo also joined just in time for the last track. Sam Fender, Will We Talk, MK Extended Remix. That. I really love the piano drop here. So Spotify playlist. So that's that. Now I'll also pin this, if I can. Yeah, I can. So yeah, that's the Bisicast 104 Spotify playlist. I'll drop it also in my Insta story in a bit. Hope that you enjoyed the music that I played tonight. really love the vocal cut on this one. Yeah, I hope that next week I can provide you with more amazing tracks that I think are really worth, being mentioned. And also ADE is coming up slowly but surely. It's, I believe now, 6 weeks left or so, 7 weeks, something like this. Can't wait to meet all the people again. ADE is my personal Tomorrowland. I love to meet the people. I love to celebrate electronic music culture together with the people I love and the music I love, obviously. Because I can't do this in Austria. It's impossible. You know the deal. Okay, thanks a lot. Hope that you enjoyed it and hope to see you on the next episode of the Bisicast. Thanks and bye.